Hey couples, good morning. Hey y'all, good morning. This is Tonetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, where I educate and inspire you how to speak your truth and be who you are within your relationships. So I want to welcome you all to this video this morning and say good morning again to you all. This video is talking about 5 ways to help you improve your relationships, whether it's during COVID-19 or whether it's after COVID-19, no matter when it is. These 5 steps will definitely help you improve your relationship starting today. They won't take anything for you to get it started, no money, no anything. It will just take your time, your energy, and you're, of course, willing to move forward with your partner in order to go ahead and get stuff going. So, number 1, let's appreciate each other. Learning to appreciate each other, saying thank you, honey, or I appreciate you for taking out the trash, or whatever it is, that goes a long way. Showing your appreciation for many, of course, means that you, of course, care for them. You, of course, see them. You, of course, know what they're doing. You appreciate them being in the household, and you, of course, love them as a partner. Like I said, appreciation can definitely go a long way in learning to start appreciating each other. Like I said, you would notice a dramatic change in your relationship. And it could start with just those compliments. If you want to just start with compliments, that's fine. You don't have to give massages and do all these things just to say thank you unless you want to. And that's what you've been doing, then that's fine. Go right ahead. Or you want to start, go right ahead. But like I said, the main thing is learning how to, of course, start appreciating your partner. Somebody that's feeling unappreciated and not loved inside the household, they're not going to put forth much effort to make sure that that household, of course, move forward, or even inside the relationship, I put it that way as well. People will lose interest very fast if you're not appreciating them. People will, of course, look elsewhere for that appreciation. I put it that way as well. So like I said, make sure that you're, of course, appreciating your partner, showing your partner that you care, showing them at least that you see them every day. I guess I put it that way. Honey, you look nice. You look handsome. I love that tie you have on. I love those shoes you have on. I love that hairdo. I love that you took out the trash today, or I appreciate that you helped around the house with the kids. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Just thank you for being here and doing those things. That type of talk goes a long way, y'all. Number 2, concentrate on the present to secure your future. I know a lot of times we have a lot of stuff going on within our relationships. I'm one that have had that too. A lot of things going on within the relationship. But we have to learn, of course, at some point that not just our romantic relationships, but any relationship that we have, if we're looking to move forward and do all these things and continue to move on this path with this person, you have to learn how to concentrate on the present. Yes, I know a lot of things may have happened in the past. I know this is definitely one of the tips that has more intel inside of it, because you do have to learn how to, of course, learn how to forgive, especially if it's something that you're willing to forgive. If you can't forgive them, move on then. You can't just hold things over folks' head and throw it up in their face every time you get upset. Make sure that you're focusing on the present in order for you all to move ahead in your future and move more towards your visions and your mission and whatever kind of legacy you all are trying to leave. By you being stuck on the past and stuck on what happened and, he went this day and he took 10 extra minutes or whatever it was. I don't care what it was. He didn't take out the trash last week and you were still mad. At some point you have to learn how to move past those things and look past those things and forgive if you need to as well, and I guess so that you all can move ahead. It doesn't take a lot to do so, but you have to put it in your mind and, of course, put in your heart and put in your soul that that's something that you're willing to do. Like I said before, if it's something that you're not willing to do, as far as concentrating on the present and not staying stuck in the past, then move on from that person. If you can't even get on past the little things that are well, I guess not just the little things, but anything that happened inside the relationship in the past, if you're looking to stay with this person, and you're looking to, of course, create a future, create a household, have kids and all those things, at some point you have to learn how to get rid of that past and say the past is not controlling your now. Yes, you can, of course, tell your lessons, talk about your, like I said, the lessons and the things and the blessings that you learned and all the struggles and all the experiences that you had. But, of course, focusing on all the negative things that happened and not letting those things go, that's going to create some, I guess, worse issues within your relationship, especially when it comes to connection, trust, and, of course, the friendship, and, of course, the sex in the bedroom as well. Just keep that in mind. If you're looking to have an awesome relationship with this person, whoever is with, you are going to have to sit down and talk about these things and find out what's going on, what happened, where the lack of trust came from, where the lack of connection is coming from, why you can't get over whatever it was. He didn't take out the trash, or she didn't do the dishes, or whatever it is. You all have to sit down and talk about those things, like I said, so you all can start concentrating on the present and moving towards your future. And no, it does not going to take one conversation, just in case you're wondering. But it's going to take more than one conversation to, of course, get you all back on the right path to move you all forward. And like I said, that's why I'm here as a relationship coach. So if you all need somebody to, of course, assist you in that arena, to get you to start getting you on the right path from all that arguing, from all the disagreement, from all that lack of communication, lack of trust, all those kind of things, definitely reach out to your girl so I can definitely assist you. Like I said, as a relationship coach, that's what I'm here for. So let's keep that in mind as well, especially if y'all cannot do that on your own. Number 3, share the power. Now, I know a lot of people, men are supposed to do this, women are supposed to do this, they're supposed to do this. Everybody has a specific role, whatever your role is inside your relationship. Only you all know that. Society can't control that. I cannot control that. Those dynamics, all you can do is do what you know that you all are trying to do inside your relationship and inside your household. At some point, you do have to share the power. Unless you all have it worked out where the woman just stays at home and does everything, the domestic house worker or whatever you want to call it, and the man works and provides for the household, then that's on y'all. But if not, if both of you all are working adults and or have businesses or whatever's going on, you have kids, you have to clean up, you have to do all these things, make sure that you're sharing that power within the household. I know when it comes to chores and taking out trash and taking care of the kids, it's not just a woman's job to do any of those things. Of course, if the man is in the household, of course, he should be expected to help in those areas as well. Like I said, unless you all have that understanding that it's just a woman's part to do this in the relationship, or if it's a stay-at-home dad, it's just his part to do that in the relationship. And the woman works or the man works or whoever's outside the household. But if not, like I said, you definitely have to share the power. And like I said, not just in career, not just like inside the household as well. Yes, I know the household chores and those kind of things are important. You all can switch your chores every week if you want, or you do the dishes this month, or you do the trash this month, or however you all want to do it. But like I said, there's definitely a schedule that you all have to come up with. And that's something that you all have to communicate about in order to, of course, make sure that these expectations and these things are, of course, getting communicated, of course, for one. And then, of course, getting, people are taking action for 2. So like I said, definitely within the household, but also within the career as well. Like I said, we have to look at as far as, like I said, what we're looking at doing with our own careers, our own businesses, our own part-time businesses, our own hobbies, or whatever it is. Like I said, definitely if you know that your partner does videos like this every day or whatever it is at 5 o'clock, and you're trying to make sure that he or she has the quiet time to do so, just take the kids, go outside and play, take the dog, do all those kind of things, give him or her 30 minutes and come on back in and go ahead and get the rest of your day started. Like I said, we definitely have to work on that as far as sharing the power and supporting our partners on whatever journeys they're on as well. Or career-wise, especially if that's going into like the family time and taking a little bit of family time and that kind of thing away from the family, somebody has to help pick up that slack. So like I said, share that power. Don't just expect that this person or whoever it is working, coming home, doing videos, coming home, doing whatever kind of hobby or whatever kind of demonstrations that they're doing, their part-time business or whatever it is. If that's the case, partners, make sure the partners that's not doing so, make sure that you're picking up the slack and helping that partner out as well, so the evening and the day can flow a lot easier. Like I said, definitely share the power within your household. And like I said in the previous one, this is definitely a conversation. This is not just anything you want to just think in your head and you're having all these expectations. My partner should already know this. Your partner's not going to know these things unless you tell them to sit down and have a sit down and talk about it. Otherwise, they're not going to know anything about what you're talking about, what's going on, what the expectations are, anything along those lines. And if you're tuning into this video, just getting here, again, I'm Tonetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, where I help educate and inspire you to be your, to be who you are, to speak your truth within your relationships. So I want to just make sure that you all knew that before I go ahead to number 4. Number 4, break the negative cycles. I know that sometimes we can, I can't say every single time, but I know sometimes we can have one person or both can sometimes be very critical and demanding, which causes the other to, of course, shut down and to withdraw. Like I said, at some point we have to learn how to break those negative cycles. I know when I had a bad temper, I used to have a very bad temper. Yeah, I may not be able to tell that now, but I had a horrible temper. Used to get upset, fly off the handle, all these kind of things, not just in my partner, but other folks as well. And I had to learn back in my early 20s, that kind of thing, to how to start managing my behavior and start managing my anger and that kind of thing, putting it into more creative ways or creativity, or whether it was the baking, I was was doing, or doing the events and that kind of thing. Like I said, you definitely have to learn how to channel that anger and that attitude and that critical behavior, whatever it is, into something else. I guess creative, I guess I put it that way. I don't care if it's gardening, dancing, singing, whatever you're doing, art. Channel it somewhere else, and then learn how to, of course, like I said, break those negative patterns. We all, like I said, I knew I had a cycle of behavior, a cycle of being angry and how all that stuff looked. A lot of us don't want to look at those things within ourselves and see that truth. If you're looking to be with the partner and stay with the partner long term, married, or whatever you want to do with your relationship, you don't have to be married. That is your choice. But if you're wanting to be with this person inside of a committed relationship, you have to learn how to break your own cycles and learn how to, of course, if you're one that's critical all the time, very, very judgy, that kind of thing, and your partner's like, oh my God, I can't even say anything, you're always on my back about this, and they're walking on eggshells. Nobody wants to be in a relationship like that. I have been in a relationship like that. Actually, the one before the one I'm in now, for 7.5 years, I've been in that kind of relationship. So I know how that feels. And like I said, you definitely do not want to be in a relationship where you're feeling like you have to withdraw, not be able to speak your truth and be who you are. And of course, walking on eggshells, like I said, that is nothing good to be in. I put it that way. And like I said, I'm just telling you all that at some point, if this person is you, you're the one who's always negative and who's putting forth all this critical judgment and all these kind of things, and like I said, have the anger issue, and you're always taking things out on your partner even though it's not his or her fault. You have to learn how to break your own cycles. Yes, your partner can possibly point them out to you, but you have to recognize that you have an issue first with whatever is going on, with whatever negativity, whatever attitude you're having, whatever behavior you're having, abusive, I guess emotional abusive behavior, whatever you got going on. You have to figure that out. You have to realize that and tell yourself the truth about those things in order for you to move forward within your relationship. Yes, the other person, like I said, they can point them out to you, but until you realize it's a problem, it is not a problem. So like I said, make sure that you're learning how to break your negative cycles within your relationship. And if it's both people, of course, you both have to do the same exact thing. And getting into the bonus, I'll let you know what the bonus information that I have for you is that can definitely help with that. But like I said, if you're one who don't know how to figure out what your negative cycle is and what's going on and how to move past that, again, I'm a relationship coach. I have over 20 plus years being in the field of social work. I've dealt with a lot of people. I can tell you that, a lot of different behaviors, temperaments, mental health issues, all types of things. And if you need that type of one-on-one assistance, make sure that you're reaching out to me to let me know what you're needing. I do offer individual services as well, individuals and couples. So like I said, get with me with that, just in case you're one that needs help in that area. If you do not need help and you can read a self-help book, or you can look up some things online and learn how to figure that out, then definitely go ahead and move in that direction. If not, if you need help, reach out to me and let me know what you need, y'all. Don't just sit there and suffer in silence and your relationship is failing and your partner is wanting to leave and get into a divorce and all these things. Reach out and get help before it gets to that point, especially if that's what you're wanting. I'll put it that way. Number 5, accept the unsolvable. At some point, we all realize that some issues that we have within our relationship, it just can't be solved. And like I said, you have to, of course, address those things. And because sometimes not sometimes, but every single time, we all come from a different background with different beliefs and different values and different experiences and how we see the world. And sometimes we just cannot meet eye to eye on certain things. The main thing, of course, like I said, is to accept the unsolvable. Accept that sometimes you're not going to have a solution to every single problem or issue that may come up because of background or because of religion or because of whatever you believe in and the experiences that you've had. You're going to see it one way and your partner's going to see it a different way. Just accept that. Learn, like I said, at some point you have to learn how to accept that and move on. Accept it respectfully, not, oh, you shouldn't see it this way and your family was wrong and this kind of thing. Who cares what their family was talking about? If that's how they feel, that's how they feel in that moment. Let them feel how they feel. There's no way that you can change that. They're their own individual person, and of course you're your own individual person as well. We have to learn how to accept that sometimes we cannot always have a solution to every single issue and problem that comes up. You can, of course, compromise on some things. That's the best thing, or negotiate. Those are the best tactics I can tell for you to, of course, to help you all move ahead. You have to learn how to negotiate and, of course, to compromise. No, everybody's not going to see anything your way at all the time. They're not. Even your partner, your kids, whoever it is, nobody's going to always see things the way that you see them. And like I said, you definitely have to accept that there's no solution, whether it's in politics or anything else. If that's more relatable to you, there's there's never a solution between the Democrats and the Republicans. I'm sorry. There may be laws that may come out of that, but they're still going to have the way they feel on their side, and the Democrats are still going to have the way they feel on their side as well. So let's keep that in mind. That's the same thing within any relationship. There's sometimes you just cannot find a common ground because of the experiences and the ways that you've learned and the behaviors. And the values and the beliefs that you have. So let's keep that in mind. And there is nothing wrong with that. My partner and I always can't find solutions to things. That does not mean that we can't get along and that we cannot be respectful of each other's values and beliefs and backgrounds in order for us to move ahead. We definitely do move ahead. We don't stay stuck in the same pattern. Oh, you should have said this and this should have happened this way and you should have felt the way I felt. Nobody's always going to feel that way, so let's keep that in mind. And just accept that there are some things that you cannot solve at whatever particular time. There's not going to be closure for everything. I can tell you that as well. Sometimes, at some point, you have to respectfully agree to disagree. That's all you have to do, y'all. I know it sounds simple, but like I said, you have to be able to get to that point and mature enough to that point in order to understand that. But like I said, you have to respectfully agree to disagree. That's something you have to do in life and in any relationship that you have. And then I have a bonus down here as well. Yeah, you all may have seen that bonus up in the description. It was talking about it's called Unpacking the Baggage Questions. It's a set of 30 questions that you can, of course, download for free right now. And go ahead and start doing your work, especially if you're having a hard time with the ways to improve your relationship, which the first one was appreciate each other. Second was concentrate on the present to move to your future. 3 was share the power. 4 was break the negative cycles, and 5 was accept the unsolvable. If those are some things for you that you're dealing with that you don't know how to get past and don't know how to let go and don't know how to move forward with, like I said, the Unpacking the Baggage will definitely help you. Like I said, that's a download PDF. It's a list of 30 questions, and it talks about 15 questions are about things that take place outside the bedroom. So that deals with communication, connection, your bond, your friendship, intimacy, and romance, and things like that. And the 15 questions that's down at the bottom is talking more about inside the bedroom when it comes to, of course, the way you feel about sex, and the things that you've been through, if there's any traumas, anything along those lines that you're trying to work through, and that kind of thing as well. Any types of fantasies that you're wanting to, of course, indulge in, talk about, communicate to your partner about. It goes over all those things to help you think about some things that you can look at within your relationship, as far as how you all communicate, connect, and of course bond with each other inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom. Like I said, that is definitely a bonus for you all to go ahead and pick it up now. Like I said, that's free for you. And let me go ahead and say one more, because this actually goes with the bonus. The number 6, which I didn't put it at the top, but it's called Don't Distort. Always thinking that your partner is being negative, your partner is trying to harm you or hurt you, or your partner is out to get you. Like I said, at some point, I know I mentioned this before, but we have to start focusing on the positives and know that our partner, again, comes from a different background of experiences, values, and beliefs. And like I said, they're going to have different things that have happened in their life, and they respond to things differently than you. It does not mean that they're intentionally being negative or that they're intentionally trying to hurt you all the time or that kind of thing at all. And if you always think your partner's out to get you and out to destroy you, and you're not working as a team, and you're not even trying to move in that area, and you all are enemies, like I said, this free PDF, Unpacking the Baggage Questions, is definitely something for you. Like I said, this will definitely help you unpack all those, whatever's going on within your head, whatever kind of situations you may have been through, that you can journal about, write about, and figure out what's going on and why you feel and think that way and behave that way. Like I said, those questions will definitely help you. So I want to say thank you all for listening to this video. Again, this video is talking about 5 ways plus 1 bonus way to, to improve your relationship. Anytime, right now, during COVID, before COVID, whenever it was, but you can start right now today with these free things to do. You don't have to pay for anything, like I said before. All these things are free things. The only thing you would have to devote is your time and your energy and your action going towards these particular items, and intentionally wanting to change the situation that your relationship is in, especially if you all are struggling with trying to connect inside and outside the bedroom. Like I said, this is definitely something that will definitely work for you, but you have to put forth the energy and want to, of course, make these improvements and not just keep things, in limbo, things going haywire, whatever the case is inside your relationship. And again, like I said, I have put a bonus a free download PDF for you inside the description of this video, so that you can download that and of course start working and doing your inner work. I know we coaches and psychologists and whoever else talk about doing your work and doing your inner work and all these kind of things, and most folks have no idea what that means, and we're just like, do this and do that, do this. These set of 30 questions will definitely walk you through, like I said, all the connection type ideas, connection type issues and problems that you could be facing, whether it's dealing with intimacy, romance, and sex inside the bedroom. These questions will definitely walk you through those things. You don't have to tell me what your answers are or your partner at this point. The main thing I want you to do is take these 30 questions, get you a notebook or a journal or some paper somewhere, and write out the answers for these questions, and definitely take your time to, of course, think about what's going on, where these things came from, and be able to, of course, ask yourself these hard questions and tell yourself the truth. I guess I put it that way. You cannot work with somebody else and move forward if you haven't did it with yourself first. So like I said, that's what these 30 questions are helping you do. So with that, I want to say again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tonetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, where I help educate and inspire you to speak your truth and be who you are within your relationship. So take care, y'all, and have a great day.